be one big family after we get them reparations checks. Then we'll holler at you. We got a lot of people in the building right now. And by the way, before I get calls, I'm going to take calls in a second. Get your tickets to join me at the Hidden History Museum on Saturday, September 14th. We got the September Soul Saturday event. A lot of great music, food, drinks, comedians, mingling, vibing, networking. Get your tickets at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Join me and we chop it up, man. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Let me get my brother Afro Elite in the building. All right. Afro Elite. I can hear you. What's up, brother?
I'm gonna say this about what she said in that interview. First off, it was a very soft shoe interview. And what I have to say is if this is any preview to how she's going to perform in the debate, this is going to be terrible for her. A lot of people forget that she's a very terrible debater. She's very
Yeah.
terrible at debating.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's horrible. She's terrible at
And Joe
talking.
Biden.
If she's not reading a teleprompter, if it's not written down for her, she's washed.
Exactly. She's very awkward. She's bad at questions. In a debate, she won't be able to giggle and ask to move to the next
Right.
question. If she tries to redirect, they're going to re-ask her the questioning. They're going to ask again. And to be honest, it's not like Trump is good at debating, but Kamala is a terrible speaker. She's terrible at asking questions. She's terrible at giving answers. If this is any preview to how she's going to perform at the debate, she's going to do terribly. And she was with Walz at
Yeah.
the time. This is the first time you've ever seen the first presidential candidate do an interview with their
Yeah.
VP instead of doing one by themselves. So she needs her VP, and she still did that bad with a soft shoe question like this. She's going to do horrific during this debate if she doesn't get it
Real
together,
talk.
which I don't think
Real
she will.
talk. My man, thank you so much. Yeah, this debate, man. And family, when is the debate scheduled? Is it for September 10th? Because I know they were kind of bouncing around the dates.
Yeah, September 10th.
Okay.
It's gonna be muted mics and everything on CNN or something like that.
Okay. That's gonna be interesting. Now, Giancarlo, now who are you going for? Who are you rooting for, Giancarlo? Giancarlo, hop on, bro.
Yeah, no, my bad. I mean, I'm chewing real quick. I was just gonna say, I'm gonna vote for my pockets, so I'm gonna vote Trump.
Okay. Now, what are you either eating the empanada? What you eating, man?
Some McDonald's, capitalistic American food. No,
Man,
like I said, I think everybody should vote for their pockets. I know you guys might not look at Kamala Harris as a Black American, but she has good policies for people that represent her and her movement. If you want to be one up in this country, you should vote for her. You should vote for your pockets. That's what I really want to say.
well, I would assume that you would go for Kamala because she's letting over more of your relatives. She's opening that border wide open, right?
Yeah, but it's more like for Africans, Indians, Chinese people,
No, shit, man.
And
Please.
Tariq, hold up, if I could really interject real quick, because you talked on the bringing point, like Black Americans should want to say that we're for Black Americans. This is why, like, I was talking in re-up space earlier. I was like, Puerto Ricans did more for you guys, for us Hispanics, from South America, Central, whatever, Mexico, than Black Americans ever did. You guys don't speak Spanish. You didn't interject us into the banks. You guys didn't do anything for us. Besides sell our drugs, honestly.
Oh, stop it, dude. If it weren't for
No,
us,
this is just reality, sir. No,
no,
I'm talking
no,
to the
no,
public because
no,
you have a
no,
big crowd,
no,
and this is
no,
Black America
no,
that this
no,
only.
no. Because if it weren't for us kicking in the doors of civil rights and pushing together legislation and stepping to these white supremacists to let up off of the resources for other non-Anglo people, you would still be over in South America riding a donkey picking coffee. Let's be real. It was us kicking in those doors. Y'all weren't really kicking in doors like that. We were making sure that everybody had civil rights. Sir, that was us doing that. So you can sit up here and play dumb all you want
Tariq,
to.
if the French or the English left the Spaniards to themselves, we would go to Spain, sir. We wouldn't come to America. It's just
Sir,
reality.
you can't go to Spain. They don't accept you as a fellow Spaniard, sir. And also, when the Moors, the fall of the Moors, when that happened, Spain fell off and never really got back on top of their game. And all of the satellites of Spain, like in South and Central America and the Caribbean, all of those Spanish countries or Spanish speaking countries, that's why they're struggling right now. They've been struggling for the
Tariq,
last couple.
look,
But
look, I'm gonna
no,
give it
let's
to
not
you.
change the no, let's not change the subject. I would just want to give you a history lesson about your failed culture. But go ahead, sir.
No, I was just gonna say, you should look yourself. I know how badly you want to be African, but you're American.
Oh no, I'm a foundational Black American. No, sir, you're not going to lie on me. I'm a foundational Black American. This is my homeland here that my family built and never fled from, like yours, right?
Yeah, Tariq. Yeah, you're American. Your passport goes a long
Foundational
way.
Black American. Found yeah, I'm a
Yeah, yeah,
very
whatever,
unique
whatever you want to
yeah,
call yourself. Yeah,
and
yeah.
and you and you
Democrat,
a fleer,
Republican.
and you a fleer over there eating
Tariq,
Chipotle,
Tariq. I
and
didn't.
you a fleer. You're a fleer over there eating some Chipotle. You ain't eating McDonald's. You're eating a damn burrito bowl. But go ahead, sir. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Jim.
Tariq. My ancestors were born on this side of the world. This is why
No, you
Tariq.
fled. You fled, sir. But go ahead.
Yeah, Tariq. I don't understand this like prejudice or like hatred. Like I was telling you in Rehab Space, black people in general are just fucking interjecting into Latin
Okay,
culture.
okay. Hold on. Now, can you watch your language? Now, I know you come from a culture of degeneracy, but just watch your language. Okay, you're not at a South American whorehouse. Let's watch your language. Go ahead, sir. Now, black people do what now? Go ahead, Giancarlo. Come on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you guys are in there, like you're interjecting our culture. You accepted us like as like Colombians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, specifically
What about
Cubans.
them? What about them? What about these people?
What I'm trying to say is that, like, in Latin America, south of the Dixie, south of the border, you guys are there. You guys are there, and you guys live with us. So it's like this hatred you have towards us. This like
There's no
prejudice.
hate. No, there's no hatred. You're projecting. There's no hatred. You don't have anything to hate. What do you have to hate? You got to have something to hate on. What do you have to hate in your culture? Please explain that. What do foundational Black Americans hate from your culture? What do you have that we're hating on in your culture? You got to have something to hate on, sir. Explain
I
it.
mean, you guys copy. I mean, first of all, you guys celebrate more Cinco de Mayo, like a Mexican fake holiday.
Okay, Cinco de Mayo, there were Black Maroons down in Mexico. Those were the ones who actually fought on May 5th down there, fighting the French and the colonizers. It was the Black Maroons. And also down in Mexico, most of the freedom fighters in Mexico have always been Black from the very beginning. Gaspar Yanga, Vicente Guerrero, all of the real riders down there in Mexico, they've always been Black, sir. But go ahead. Go ahead, sir. Giancarlo, go ahead, sir. Giancarlo, are you still munching down on your taco?
Yeah, I'm having some nuggets. The favorite. But sir, you know, I think I'm not even Mexican, but I know this. Like black, they have
Yes, you
black
are. Yes, you
presidents
are. Yes, you are.
before. They
Yes,
have
you are.
black presidents before the 21st century, sir.
Yeah, they
Um,
had Vicente Guerrero. He was the one who actually stopped slavery over there. Mexico was a big slave satellite country. Vicente Guerrero, who was Black, he stopped slavery, and then the white Hispanics they killed him
all
because.
right, regardless, Tariq, you're not giving me a history. I mean, I could.
But yeah. But if you say something, we're gonna put it all in context. The white
Yeah, yeah, and I could
supremacists.
talk about the Zulus. I could talk.
Right. I'm not. I ain't got nothing to do with no damn Zulus. But yeah, the white supremacists down there killed Vicente Guerrero. The white Mexicans, the wannabe Anglos, they killed him because he wanted equality for everybody. And they're like, oh, no. We didn't want all that now. Let's get him out of here. So y'all been anti-black from day one. So anyway, Giancarlo, I'm tired of giving you a history lesson. Let me let you go ahead and finish your tacos, brother. You be good. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have don't call up talking about somebody's hating on. You ain't got nothing to hate on. You got to have something to hate on. You don't have nothing to hate on. Y'all over there imitating us. Y'all wearing your clothes like us. You're using slang like us. You're dancing like us. You're driving around playing our music, playing our oldies. Come on now. No disrespect. Shout out to some of the south of the border cats who are cool, but cats like that, you just kind of got to remind them and give them a little history lesson. Raphael, what's up, brother?
No, I don't have much to say after what you just said. I'm gonna let somebody else talk.
Oh, my man. All right, Raphael. Thank you so much, brother. All right. You know, sometimes you got to pop out and show them. You know, like Kendrick said, you got to give people some history lessons out here. Let's get Boss Physics. All right, let's get Boss Physics. He's raising that hand up in there. And don't forget, tomorrow, everybody call those numbers in Sacramento, the numbers in the Jumbotron. What's up, Boss?
What's going on, Mr. Nasheed? This is Crown from DC, aka the FBA Warrior.
My man.
Respect to the whole family. We just wanted to say that strategically we are going to get um, our reparations, but at the same time, if the system of white supremacy still exists, I feel like we're going to be in a similar position that Tulsa, Oklahoma was in, and other black communities that were thriving before they were bothered and targeted and bombed by the dominant society. So I think at the same time, while we get our reparations, at some point we have to dismantle this whole system so that we can thrive on our own and thrive without having to be targeted on a daily. It's ridiculous out here. So I think that also has to be on our minds as well as we still push for our reparations because we are going to get it, and we don't have to be bothered with these tethers that these Democrats and Republicans keep pushing. So I just want to put that on everybody's mind. Respect to everybody, and FBA. Let's get it.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Let's get Miss Camille in the building. Camille? Miss Camille, are you in the building, beloved? Uh, Camille, what's going on with your phone, dear? Camille, we're going to give you a couple of more seconds, Camille. Um, your baby daddy didn't come home early, did he? And he hears a man on the phone. He's not in there snatching you up, is he? Sound like I heard some ruffling around in the background. Okay, Camille, you okay? I hear the phone going in and out. Are you getting jumped on? If you're getting jumped on, dial one, and we're gonna call the shelter so you can get your little place to stay tonight. We're gonna get that man up off you. All right, Camille, press one, or we'll have you call back. I think she's getting jumped on. All right, and bob and weave. Don't let it hit you in the throat. Let's get Astro in here. Let me see. Let's get Astro in the building. Astro, what's going on, Astro? And then we'll get Lando in there. We get Astro and Lando. Astro, what's up, brother?
What up? I just got a quick question because you seem very knowledgeable in history.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard? Because I'm not sure if this is entirely true, but someone told me. You mentioned the Black Moors earlier.
Yeah,
Is it true that they invaded Sicily, way back?
they did.
Um, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's why the Sicilians are so dark. They invaded Sicily and they invaded parts of Italy, southern Spain, which they call Al Andalus.
And they were very smart, like supreme kind of culture, right?
Yeah, they brought a lot of science and technology into Europe. That actually got Europe out of the Dark Ages. The Moors actually stopped Europe from damn dying off. They were about to die off up there because of the Justinian plague. It was a major plague up there that was wiping out everybody. So the Moors came through and said, hey, guess what? We got something called a bath. We got something called alcohol. We got something called washing your ass, because that was the problem. Didn't nobody want to wash their ass. They thought that bathing was evil. So they
So what
had,
happened? Like like where are they now? Why didn't they continue to grow? I guess.
yeah, great question. Yeah, the Moors, they ruled over there in Europe for like 800 years, something like that. And then there was a lot of infighting. There was a lot of infighting with the Moors, and that weakened them. And the white supremacists there in Spain, because the first vein of white supremacy came out of Spain, they started to consolidate their powers, and they realized, hey, these people are wiping us out genetically, because Spanish people used to be blonde hair, blue eyed, and the Moors made them permanent, like a permanent mulatto race up there in Spain. So some of the ones who wanted to stay white, they're like, hey, we got to do something about this. So they came up with blood quantum laws, and they started to consolidate their little kingdoms because they were splintered. And they said, hey, let's consolidate our power and get these black ass people up out of here. And that's what they did. And they said, let's take this show on the road. That's why Spain was the first European power to get out of Europe and circumnavigate the world. And they used the same tactics on the Moors in Spain on Black and Aboriginal people all over the world. And we're still suffering from that now.
Thank you, man. That's very interesting. And my last question would be, because I'm learning more about the FBA movement.
Yeah.
Do FBA, do you, I like, are you Christian? Like, do you guys follow Christianity or any religion?
No, no, foundational black. There's like 45 million foundational black Americans. So you got some who are Christian, you have some who are Muslim, you have some who are Hebrew Israelites. So foundational black Americans, there's 45 million of us. So many of us practice different religions. There's not one set religion. The commonality that we have is that our lineage traces back to the foundation of this country. And there's different variations and ideologies within that lineage, but the commonality is the lineage. You understand? So there's not one set religion, there's not one set mind state, um, there's not one set ideology. You know, you got some foundational black Americans who are all about pro blackness. You have some foundational black Americans who are crackheads. So they still have a lineage that's unique. That makes sense?
Yes, thank you.
There you go, my man. I appreciate you. Yeah, see, a lot of people, they think that, you know, they'll have the mindset of foundational black Americans being some kind of damn group, and that's because of the dumbass ADOS people running around talking about ADOS is a group and a lineage, and the leaders is Yvette and Stratton and Tone and all that dumbass stuff. That caused so much damn confusion. That caused so much damn unnecessary confusion because it was dumb from the beginning. Your lineage can't be a group, and you can't have a leader of a damn lineage, man. It's dumbass stuff. And then people bring that stuff over here. No, 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 no. Foundational Black American is a lineage. That's it. I mean, we ain't running around talking about we people mama and none of that. It's a lineage. Lando, what's up, brother?
What up, though? It's your boy Lando. How you doing, my brother?
My man, how you doing? I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
Man, so I want to walk this down. 'Cause I know most people listening in here wasn't able to watch the full thing and the full entirety of the Kamala Harris interview. So I want to basically break down exactly what happened and give you guys the real deal of it, because originally I'm like, okay, it's going to be on CNN, so they're going to basically give her the softball answers and all of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And once I start watching it, they didn't even give her nothing too hard. You mentioned and said that she couldn't debate. Trump did mention saying she couldn't debate. I'm like, she have no idea what's going on. So when old girl came in, she's like, look, day one, what you're gonna do when you become president. And she was like, well, I'm gonna do my policies. I'm gonna do housing, and like literally vague, didn't say anything, nothing tangible.
Right.
So old girl followed up and she was like, well, hold on, let me look at it. So old girl followed up and she was like, well, your slogan is, we're not going back. But when Trump was in office, what do you got to say about the people that's saying, look, when Trump was in office, we had better housing prices, our economy was better, groceries was down. What you have to say about that? And her response was, well, when we got in, we had to recover from what Trump had to do. And it was just basically, instead of giving us tangible answers, it's what Trump had to do. So
Right.
as I continue on, so the people that didn't watch it, I'm literally breaking this down how the conversation went. So next she's like, look, on immigration, y'all had 3.5 years to do X, Y, and Z. Why didn't y'all do that? And I promise you, once you guys watch the full interview, old girl asked her, like, look, y'all been in office, why y'all ain't do this? She said verbatim, well, we was about to sign this bill, but Trump called his people in Congress and they denied it, so we couldn't do it. But when I become president, we'll be able to do it.
Yeah, that's man, that's that new strategy of blaming Trump for all of their non-issues and policies. That yeah, they've been doing that.
Yep.
Uh,
So she's literally, oh girl, like I'm like, this is a CNN interview. So I'm thinking they're going to softball. Oh girl was asking her real questions. And since most of us are not hip about Tim Walz, so they asked him, because I ain't too hip about him. I'm like, all right, educator, his resume looked good. But oh girl, everything she had receipts with it. So she's like, yo, Tim, you said when you was in the military, you basically had weapons when you went to war and you stood for the country, but it's showing that you never went to war.
yeah,
So he literally avoided that. And old girl circled back was like, hey, but did you go to war? Oh, well, my wife say I usually fabricate some things sometimes and I don't use my words right. So she came up with another one. Last thing I say, she was like, well, you said, with the pro woman to have babies, you said you and your wife had the IBF. Research show y'all never had the IBF. Oh, it's like it proved he was a liar. And Kamala, when I tell you, if you are a Democrat that support her and watch this was a L because she literally, I like Flex. I'm telling you, I didn't know if it's a live interview asking her questions.
it was taped. From what I understand, it was taped, and she was messing
Yeah.
up.
So for people that don't know, what they did was at 1:45, they recorded it and they released it at 9 p.m. So
Yeah,
remind you, they recorded it at 1:45 and released it at 9. So they probably didn't even show the real full interview. Like it with
yeah,
this on CNN, it looked bad. So I
right.
want y'all. So if y'all want to see it, what y'all do is go on CNN, YouTube, and what they did was did it by parts. It's like part one, part two, part three. That's how you can watch
Wow.
it. But I'll land my plane, dog. I can't even hold you up. Like
Thank you, brother.
it's bad.
Hey, dude, this woman crapped her pants on a CNN interview that they were softballing for her. That was pre-recorded, and she crapped her pants like this, dude. Come on, man. I can this live debate. I can't wait to see that. I cannot wait to see that. They were softballing this woman. They were throwing softball questions. The thing about Trump and her black identity and all that, that was kind of a softball question. That wasn't a hard question. So she's going to deflect and babble and cackle her way out of it. Next question. You can't do that in a debate, man. And let me tell you something. When they have the debate, they're going to have all of the Democratic shields all on Twitter. They're going to have them all on social media, family. And I'm telling you, y'all get ready. It's going to be an army of Democratic shills running interference. They're going to be all on social media, rolling the whole boule, all of them. They're going to be on here acting like everything she's saying is golden. Oh, ooh, she showed troll Trump. Ooh, even when she craps her pants again, they're going to sit there and act like she's doing great, just like they tried to do with Biden. When Biden was up there crapping his damn pants, you had the Democratic shills on Twitter trying to steal cape for him. Ooh, Biden got Trump right there, though. But Biden, he might have forgot what he's saying, but Trump told 20 lies, though. Trump lied. They were still trying to cape for Biden, even though he crapped himself. And they knew it. He had to drop out right after. So, boy, this is going to be very interesting. Let's get Afro in here. Afro, what's your name, brother? Afro Judah.
Afro Judah.
What's up, brother?
Nothing much. I just want to talk about as far as when they asked her about her being black. I believe that would have been a perfect time to lay down your lineage and
Yeah.
everything. But you could see the shock on her face when they
Oh,
asked her, and she wanted to avoid the question.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And as far as the debate, you can make the argument that she might do worse than Biden. Because
Yeah.
at least with Biden, he has knowledge about politics. If people know Kamala Harris, she doesn't know anything about, policy, you know, just normal politic things. This is why she's always laughing. But
Yeah.
I'll land my plan right there.
Real talk. Yeah, see, Biden, even though he knows politics, he's crazy as cat shit. His mind is gone. That dementia kicked in. He just can't remember his horse shit. Kamala do all that giggling and cackling. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. You ain't gonna have nobody up there to pop coochie for you. See, this is gonna be different. You're not gonna have Megan the Stallion, somebody up here to twerk for you. You ain't gonna have no rappers to kind of stand up there and bust a couple of rhymes. You're not gonna have that. Now this is where the rubber meets the road. You're gonna have to start standing on business for real and talk about what you got going on. And all that cackling and babbling, people are gonna see all of that cackling and babbling for the weak nonsense that it is. And that's a weak look. Having a woman up here just babbling and cackling, you can't go and let's just be real. Just on a leadership standpoint, that cannot be the representation of the nation when you're dealing with hostile countries and leadership around the world. You go deal with some of these Muslim leaders in some of these countries, and you up here being a cackling mammy. These dudes they're gonna be doing the Birdman hand rub. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, they got weak leadership. Um, Run over there and go in my closet and get me that bomb real quick. Yeah, and go over there and give me the machine guns and call my homies from the Taliban. Man, we about to turn up. When they see weak leadership like that, they're gonna be doing the Birdman hand rub on our ass. All right, let's get Mark Lathan in the building. Mark Lathan. And shout out to everybody in the room. A lot of people in here tonight. We got over 1,200 people in the middle of the night. And by the way, all 1,200 of you, y'all need to come out to LA at the Hidden History Museum Saturday, September 14th at the September Soul Saturday event we're having. Y'all going to join me. I'm going to be there hosting my brother Dwan B. We got Freeze Love who's going to perform. We got a lot of great comics. We got complimentary food, complimentary drinks, great vibe. And you're going to be around phenomenal people. Mark, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? You're a funny dude, man.
My man.
You got me over here cracking up. Say, can't nobody be popping coochie for her on stage.
Yeah,
That'd be
man.
funny if she started twerking and try to distract Trump, though. Uh,
Real talk.
no, but I just got a couple of points. First, on Kamala, it's funny because conservatives are so stupid. Like the Democrats always put out bait for them and they take it. Like
Yeah,
Obama and the whole being born in Kenya stuff, they bit that and it embarrassed him when he dropped the birth certificate.
yeah,
Right now they're trying to say Kamala's an alcoholic. She's not an alcoholic. She's not even all that stupid. Her problem is, bro, she's got severe anxiety. And I
yeah,
know it because I've seen it in other people before. She's got severe anxiety and she's probably on Xanax or something like that. And she's on like psych meds and I feel like that's why she's coming off as like this dunce and all of that stuff. And I think she just collapses when there's stress.
yeah,
And so imagine her in a debate stage with Trump and the stress levels being super high. She's gonna melt down. And I feel like it's gonna come out sometime probably in October. Somebody gonna release some medical records or something, but I feel like it's anxiety and not like alcohol.
yeah. I don't know, man. Sound like it might be some Jack Daniels in the mix. The way she's slurring the words, the way she slurred them words, man. But hey, it could. It's she's on something. Something is going on there. You dig? So we'll see. We gonna see. But thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She sounds like she always sounds drunk. She does. She sounds drunk all the time. Not saying I don't know if she is or not, but there's something going on there. All that slurring of words and cackling. That's come on, man. She sounds drunk. Real talk. Look at Sir Major in the building. What's up, Sir Major?
Hey, brother Tariq, how you feeling?
I'm good, man. How are you, bro?
Fantastic. Yeah, the brother actually hit on something that was just speaking. I thought the same thing when I was looking at the video. I was being very critical and analytical. I get the sense that she has an anxiety issue.
Yeah,
The fact that she had the guy, her vice president, or her candidate, to sit next to her, and really comfort her. And he was leaning into her, trying to coach her, navigate through it with her. I think that there's an anxiety issue, and I think that there's an addiction to alcohol too. I think that there can be two things at one time, but I definitely got the vibe tonight. I said, "Yo, she's got anxiety and she has it bad." Um, Aside from that, tomorrow what we're going to be doing, I want to double down on what you're saying with Camilla Moore,
Yeah,
the initiative. And tomorrow we're going to be doing a space in the morning where we're doing a call to action. So we'll be making these calls. We'll be doing on the ground training to teach folks how to make these calls, what to say in the short amount of time that you have with these chiefs and staffs on the phone. So join us tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll be teaching folks how to make these calls.
absolutely, my man. I appreciate you. Everybody follow Sir Major if y'all not following him. Follow him and y'all join in the space with him in the morning. Y'all join in because this is very, very important that we get California to do the right thing. Because we've been just on their bumper for the last couple of years, making sure all the language and just everything is where it's supposed to be. So we need everybody to be in the mix in the morning. So everybody's listening. Make those calls. The Y'all see the flyer up there in the jumbotron. And the playback of this is usually the day after um, I do this. So if you're listening to this on like YouTube, y'all need to be making calls right now. If you're listening on YouTube, you need to be making calls right now. That means it's Friday. So y'all need to be making calls right now up there to Sacramento, to Gavin Newsom's office, all of those people up there. All right. Let me get one or two more calls in here. One or two more calls. Let's get let me see. Let's get Miss Nikki. Nikki in the building. Talk to some of the sisters in here. Miss Nikki. Hop on Nikki, if you will.
Hey.
What's up, Nikki?
Hi, how you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, beloved. How are you?
I'm wonderful and the family. I wish I can come out there this Saturday, but I am going to make my way out there for sure. Um, I just want to say I do agree with Brother Sir Major. I believe it is a mixture with Kamala
Yeah.
Devi Harris. I believe that it is a mixture of anxiety and she's a little bit like Ned Dewano from Good Times because I'm telling you, anybody that can look at her, if you can't tell that that woman is a little tipsy,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, seriously. I used to drink a little Chardonnay myself, and I can tell when there's
Yeah.
a little wine, a little tipsy going on. Now,
Hmm.
Trump has had Trump has been giving interviews, speeches now pretty much daily for the
Yeah.
past 3 weeks. He
Hmm.
had a town hall with Tulsi right before old girl's interview. And yes, it was recorded. And let me tell you, first of all, we know that 4 years ago, Tulsi Gilbert was a lightweight and she set Kamala down. Okay.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
then this chick, Devi, couldn't even have a decent interview with Angela Rye with lettuce and tomatoes on the side. Now, you
Mm.
know, if she can't handle her, how in the world is she going to handle anybody else?
Yeah.
How is she going to handle Trump? And for her to be a prosecutor, give me a break. She's a terrible debater. How are you how you a prosecutor? You can't even debate properly
Hmm.
because you need to get off that bottle. And let me tell you, she's been pretty much missing now. I think this is like what the 38th day she finally appeared for this interview. Word on the street is they've been trying to sober that woman up so she can be prepared for these interviews and this debate coming up. And I
Mm.
believe it, okay?
Mm.
And in conclusion, on her campaign page, the DNC has yet to update this page with any policy. Her page is simply a donation page, which is very disrespectful. So anybody that is supporting her, all the rollies and the lizard face, whatever his name is, that
Mm-hmm.
degenerate, all of these people that's supporting her, why don't they holler at the DNC and tell them, hey, look, let's go ahead on and update her page with some policy. But you know what? They can't do that because she flip-flopping every other day. Only thing she do is follow what Trump says, and then she come back and say, oh, yeah, well, no tax on tips. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, now we're going to build a wall. Okay, so what else are you going to follow up behind Trump and say? It's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. And then they set up there, her and Michelle Obama, all of them Obama. I'm like that other lady, Joe Obama. All of them, they lied, lied, lied. I'll just give you one line. I'll conclude. They lied about this whole fertility deal, the IVF and all. IVF? What is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, IVF.
Mm-hmm.
Trump said he's gonna pay for that. He's gonna ask the insurance companies to pay for that. He's been saying that. And
Mm-hmm.
so people, all I can say is I have these conversations with my friends on a regular basis. Just do your research.
Absolutely.
Talk to some people like Dewan. Listen to Dewan B show. Listen to you. Talk to some people that are from California. I know people that are from California. So
Mm-hmm.
we talk to them, and that's the best way to interview people and find out information. Most of these people that are supporting Kamala, they can't tell you anything about her record, how she screwed up in Tariq. You there in California.
Uh-huh.
Remember that lab and how she disregarded all of that evidence with that lab technician. They end up taking the drugs home, doing all the cocaine, messing up all the evidence, and that's how all of those people end up going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And she completely disregarded all of that evidence. Tariq, even when the people, the little druggy lady in the lab, even when her family called the office and said, look, our family members on drugs, she bringing all the drugs from the evidence from the lab home. Kamala Harris, Devi disregarded all of that.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. Let me land your plane, beloved. Thank you so much. Let me get let me see. Welsing Fan Club in the building. Welsing Fan Club. What's going on, Welsing Fan Club?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, fam?
Good. You know what I found out the other day,
Yeah.
which is amazing. Um, I posted this at the DNC. She had that Indian American comedian Mindy Kaling.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know that her brother was an integral part in working with Edward Bloom in upending and getting race out of affirmative action at the Supreme
Oh
Court?
yeah. Oh yeah. He had that book, Black Like Me, or something like.
Almost black.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Almost black. And
Huh?
also, he has been an integral part in trying to remove scholarships and stuff like that, targeting black people. And it's amazing because she had her, it's like before all of this presidential stuff like that, Kamala was in her kitchen cooking Indian food.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And this was just a few years after he wrote he was caught because the brother, if people don't remember, he was the one that shaved off his hair and used being black to get, according to him, on affirmative action to get into medical school
Yeah.
back in 2015. And she knew that. And so, if you're so black, why would you even be opposite? Of course, she didn't do it, but you are with someone whose brother is determined to keep scholarships and opportunities away from Black American people.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to me that nobody is doing homework. No one is talking about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. And I think it is beyond, it is, it is immoral. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. This is very
But the
interesting, but
way that brother did, it was so disrespectful because his whole narrative was that as an Indian, his IQ was too high to get in, but when he shaved his head and pretended to be a Black American, the standards to get into schools were lowered, and he was able to get in school easier. That was the lie that he was telling.
That's the lie. And
Right.
then it was a lie because what happened, because when he made that claim, it was with the, I think it was St. Louis School of Medicine, whatever. I think it was that one. And I guess whoever he told this to, they went to the school, they went to the admissions and they said, did you do this based on the fact that he was black? They said, no. It wasn't even based on that. It was based on his grades, and that was it. So and then there's pictures of him with Edward Bloom and everything, and I'm saying to myself, Kamala, man, you are she's a racist.
Yeah. 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 I can't
So
argue.
listen, thank you so much for getting me on the stage, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. These people, she's aligning herself with those types of people. That's who she aligns herself with. That's Mindy Kaling's brother. But yeah, that's her stock. Those are the people from her lineage with that anti-black filth. She's not too far removed from that. Let's get July Red. All right, July Red. What's on July Red? The Native Outlaw. All right.
What's good, Tariq?
What's up, July Red? How are you?
Good, good, good. Um, this your boy Merciless, by the way. It's my second account. My
What
other
happened? Yeah,
account
what
it
happened?
got nuked. I don't even know why, but
You trolling? That's what you were trolling on it, and you got it. You got snatched.
I don't.
It happens. But what's on your mind? What's on your mind, July?
What's on my mind is this is the outlaw account, and you gonna get the full raw, you know, outright, Tupac version of Merciless. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna get the uppity, MLK Malcolm X professional version. You're gonna get the nigga version. You know what I'm saying? Um, my whole stance on this whole presidential thing is I'm going for Trump simply because I like the chaos. The chaos
Okay.
he just creates, projects, whatever you want to call it. That's what I want to see. It's entertaining. Point
Okay.
blank. Period.
Okay. Now there's some people who want to holler at you, and they hope. Well, let me get the Negro Black Knight Heritage in here. What's up, Negro Black Knight Heritage?
Um, yeah, well, I don't know why this guy is speaking negative about black folks, but that's not the point that I wanted to talk about.
Hold
But I
on,
did
son.
want.
Hold on, son. I'm a correct you
I'm not
right
your
there.
son. I'm not your son, red dude. Like,
Uh,
slow your
uh,
roll.
okay, I'm
Slow
sorry
your
about
roll.
that. I'm sorry about that. Hold on, bro.
No, no, you're
And
not. No, you're not. You should learn how to You should learn how to shut your mouth in a black
motherfucker,
space. I ain't
motherfucker,
a
I'm black
motherfucker. No, no, no.
myself.
See.
I'm
No,
black
no.
myself. I'm
No,
black
no, no,
myself.
you're
My
not. No,
mom
you're
black.
not. No, you're not. You're a
I'm
$5
my
piece of
mom
trash.
black.
That's what you are. You're a $5
My
piece of
mom
trash.
black. All right,
I don't know
Tariq.
what you are. I don't know what you are. You don't identify as black. Nobody used the
Yeah,
N
I
word and
do. You
disrespect
can't,
our
yeah.
people. See, this is why I'm tired of
Motherfucker,
y'all
hold
watered
up.
down. No, no, no. You a
Hold up.
watered down ass genetic,
Hold up.
polluted
Hold up.
piece of
Hold up. Hold up.
trash.
Hold up. Hold
No,
up.
no, ain't
Hold
no
up,
hold
bro.
up. Ain't no hold
Hold
up.
up,
Ain't no
bro.
hold up. You need to slow
Hold
your
up.
roll.
Hold up, son.
But
Hold up,
with that being
son.
said, I want to get to
All
my
right.
question.
All right. Go ahead. I got him out of here. Go ahead, brother.
All right, all right, all right. The one thing I noticed about Kamala Harris, you could throw this lady named Nikki from South Carolina. You got people that are from the Indian lineage, both of these losers, imitating both black and white people, all right? And these
Yeah.
people ain't contributed a damn thing to America, but yet still they can deny us reparations. That's my problem with this whole Indian thing. You got Nestez D'Souza running his mouth. You got this woman named Nikki Haley running her mouth from South Carolina. And you got this woman, Kamala Harris. All these are birds from the same feather who do not support black American people. So no, I ain't supporting them at all. So it's the same treatment that they give us.
Absolutely. We give them the same energy. Camille, hop in, dear.
How do I get in?
Oh, we hear you, dear. We can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So basically, I love your work, Tariq. I'm not going to hold you.
Thank
I got a lot going on. I'm raising two small children 8 and 9. One will be 10 next month. Boy and girl. I already have a 24-year-old. I said that to say that I'm concerned. I like your work. We're heavy on it. My kids came home with a racism issue. I had to let them know, hold on. I grew up in a military family to where I traveled around. So I got to see how white people acted a fool. I don't discriminate. However, I know they get tricky. So I like that you're breaking down all of the aspects of, you know, how they move, like
Yes.
on that side. And I don't want to be too racist because I know it's a lot of people of different ethnicities in here. My kids run the gamut. Okay. I did my DNA test. I got a whole lot in me or whatever, but we're still black first. So I appreciate you. And I run them through all this. My kids asked me today, why are you taking us through this? The information of how slavery was. Because we do drills like we do basketball drills. We will go through everything that foundational African Americans went through. This is what they went through. Do you see this? This is how it plays out. So they have a reference point, of why we're fighting. So I'll land it there because I know you cut up if
Yeah.
someone's going left or going too far, but I appreciate you. I
Thank.
really do.
I appreciate you too, beloved. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Let me get up out of here, guys, because I'm going to make some calls in the morning to Sacramento as well. I do want to get on that. I want all of us to get up on that. And again, my people who's listening to the playback, if you're listening to this on Friday, that means you got to be calling today to Sacramento and make some noise about the situation happening with the reparations. Also, the sister made a good point about the children learning. That's why we have a children's book, Hidden Heroes from A to Z, that talk about some of our unsung black heroes and inventors and leaders and rebels. This is a phenomenal children's book that you should get your kids. Start them off early. It's very important to start these kids off early, seeing images of the riders within the community. Hidden Heroes from A to Z. That's the book. You can get that at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. hiddenhistorymuseum.com, and also get the tickets to join us at the Hidden History Museum Saturday, September 4th. Get those at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Also get your Rootwork deodorant at Rootwork.